room 14, and as you can see, I've got a good parking spot here, and looks like just 3 of us in here right now. And so anyway, this is home for tonight, and then tomorrow I got some camping I got going. Anyway, I got some dings on the front there. I was hitting some brush today, and I think there was a rock hidden under one of them, but the skid play took it. But when you do these trips, you never know. So anyway, room 14, and I think there's what, I see the number 21 over there, so maybe 21 rooms. Anyway, this is what it's all about. One spot at a time, and what you see here is what you get. Anyway, the bike's holding up good, and everything's performing good. Alright, I'm just outside Green River, Utah, and massive display of the book cliffs. This is one of the higher ones that I know of. There's some pretty good sized ones just right outside of Grand Junction there, but this one here, I've never been up to the base of it, but I'm quite a few miles from it. It's rather large. I'm going to give you a pan of just what I'm in here. I got desert all around me, and right now I got on my weather radio and it's 89 degrees, and as I told you in the past, shade is not easy to come by. You can just take a look around. So that's my idea. I got to get some shade, cool down, and drink some water. You got to keep hydrated. Well, Nyrock here. Had a little issue with the bike. Nothing real major, I don't think. Anyway, with this heat and the altitude, I'm thinking my secondary filter is making my air box too hot and I'm running too lean. So when I'm running at between 27 and 33 miles an hour, the thing is pinging like crazy. So I'm going to take the secondary filter out. I think there's not enough air flowing in there, and so I'm going to take that filter out, see if I can get some more airflow in there. But it has to do with the higher elevation, I think, because I never had this issue yesterday and other days. So anyway, that's the plan, and cross my fingers that that's the only case, the only issue. So I'm gonna let the bike cool down a little bit and get that filter out. Well, good morning, everyone. Day 2. Had a good sleep last night. The robber roost is nice and quiet. It's about a half a mile away from the interstate, and so there's not much noise, but I had a nice king bed, pillow top. For an older place, they've remodeled it pretty good, and so I highly recommend that old place. Anyway, as you can see, I'm at the edge of the San Rafael Swell, and you can see it panning all the way through here. So I'm going to do a lot of side trips today and set up camp later on up at the higher elevations, so it's a little cool. In the morning it's going to be a little nippy, but that's alright. I got extra clothes. So guess I'm going to go do a little exploring around here. Oh, look at there. Too soft. Put a little four-wheel drive into it. There we are. Ain't that baby biting. There we are. This isn't marked very well visually, but my GPS says I'm on a Jeep trail. 4x4 trail, so we won't get too crazy, but we're going to get a little shot here of off the beaten path. Things can get kind of out of hand, and things were very long days. Oh boy, here we go, big old dip. Alright. As you can see, that's pretty steep there, just off to the left there a little bit. I'm really not getting off the trail system, but let's put the tires up on that and see how it feels. anyway, I'll fire it up again. A lot of things going to see today. This is all San Rafael Swell today, as well tomorrow. We're just going to hammer this area hard, and hopefully today's supposed to hit 90, and we're going up in the elevation, so down Green River, I think it's 93 again today. So anyway, three whole degrees cooler maybe, whoopie-ding. So anyway, night rock out, go grab you a cool one, and we'll fire it up here again in short order. Night rock out. Alright, back online, and coming up here shortly to a spring. As you can see all around me is desert, but can you see these green trees here? There's a spring up here. Now I've never been here, but when I see green, that's encouraging. And so we're going to go up here and take advantage of this shade, because you can look around here, there's no such thing as shade, but these trees over here are going to provide me a resting place, and I'm going to enjoy this. Wasn't really expecting this. I did see some green on the map, which a lot of times is a spring, but as you can see, some nice trees here, and an old corral, and looks like an old shack. And we'll just take a bird's eye view here real quick and find out where I want to pull over. You can see the road's pretty well cut through here. There's an old root cellar. Yeah, that's pretty cool. I don't see any footprints. I haven't seen anybody. By the way, getting here, I had to climb a sand hill that was full throttle on this thing. Anyway, an old corral. Look at this old corral. It's pretty well dilapidated. Anyway, looks like I can get right down to this little cabin here. Again, look at the timbers on this one. No wonder they last for so long. Anyway, I see shade down here. There's an old, looks like an old Model A frame. Look at that. That frame's made out of wood, and then there's metal underneath. And there is a spring around here somewhere. I don't see water right offhand, but this is what I want right here. I want this shade. Yeah. Thank you for that tree. As you can see, there's not a lot of trees out here. All right, turn the beast off, and take a rest, load up on water. Oh! Give you a bird's eye view here. What we got? Some old sheds, but there again lies the root cellar. old day refrigeration. Yes, sirree. Anyway, this road goes on down. Looks like it might connect to the road I just came in on. And man, it's quiet again. Another one quiet day. You can see water comes down out of this canyon, but it says spring, so it's an underground spring. If you dug down maybe 3-4 feet, you'd probably hit water. But anyway, this is a wash that's coming down through here, and you can see there's the rock. It's flat right in there. But I'm thinking maybe just camping here. So I'm not close enough to where I want to be though. But it's this kind of stuff I like. I like the sheds here and the old cabins. And my fan just came on. Anyway, I'm going to take a break here. I'm going to take a 30-minute break. Have a nice snack. Down a couple bottles of water. And hit it again. It's nice to see green once in a while. Anyway, go over here and hit my off button for the camera. And talk to y'all later. I rock out.
Hi, Night Rock here. Just set up camp for this evening. Going to do about an hour and a half ride up the trail here without a lot of gear on. Maybe a little more challenging. Anyway, the weather's been great. Do have forecast on the horizon here in a couple days. So I'm going to protect myself. This canyon's pretty well protected from the winds, but no flash floods coming, no rains through the night. So I'm okay. Anyway, thanks for coming along. Hope you continue to hang in there and watch the journey across Utah. Lots to see. We went through the desert, Green River, San Rafael Swell area. Now we're headed to Paiute, Great Western Trail System. The trees supposedly starting to turn a little green. Or a little green, a little yellow, a little orange, a little red. So anyway, looking forward to that. Since I'm a camera buff, I'm going to take a few pictures. So anyway, trip's been good so far. Had one flat, had to add a little oil. I had a bracket break off that holds my remote sensor for my winch. Other than that, smooth sailing. NIROC out. Hang in there. We're going to make it all the way to Nevada. Well, the fuel light is flashing, and that means time for some fuel. Right around 2 o'clock, and so I got probably another 60 to 70 miles more to do, and found this shade here, and a pretty area to pull over, but time for fuel. So that's what I do from time to time. These are tight too because the sun's been hitting them. Anyway, I always use the small packs first. For one, they're easier to handle. Quick dunk. I'm getting good at this. I double filter all my fuel that goes in the fuel packs. And I always make sure surrounding area is clean, especially these will get mud thrown on them, but these are spotless right now. Right now I'm about 6,400 feet, and it's a lot cooler here, and I did take out that secondary filter, and the pinging stopped, but at the same time it is cooler here too. Not a whole lot cooler. Down in the valley I was listening to my weather radio, and Moab was going to hit 93 today, Green River was going to hit 92, and up here in the Swell was going to be bouncing around between 88 and 90. So right now it feels like it's 88. It's not that hot. Anyway, today has been spectacular, and you're going to see some fantastic video if you haven't already. Some of these canyons in here are absolutely amazing. Kind of reminds me of the Grand Canyon in a way if you're down inside of it, but there's nothing grander than the Grand Canyon. Okay, so I use the same nozzle. I don't have to mess around. Dump this one in. Anyway, like I said, I got about 60, 70 more miles to go. I've got my camp spot set up, so I've been doing a lot of side trips. All right. Both of these are officially empty. Anyway, if you ever do these long cross-country trips like I do, you'll want to take quite a bit of fuel. But then you can plan accordingly too. You could, going across Utah, there's plenty of gas stations along the way. But up here in the San Rafael, there's nothing. Highway 191, Interstate 70, they got signs right out there as you leave Green River, 100 miles to the next service station. So if you're up here, guess what? there isn't anything up here in this area. So keep that in mind when you come up here and ride. You're going to want a lot of extra fuel, or plan your day accordingly. You don't have to drive 150, 60 miles like I do in one day. So anyway, just trying to pass on information for somebody someday that wants to do this. Right now this is an experiment for me, and I'm going to pass on my knowledge and for what I've been doing over the last couple years. But I plan on doing this, hopefully, as long as my health holds out, my body. I'm going to do this 10 years if I can. And the stuff I'm learning now is really key to learning as much as you can. And I don't mind answering questions. If anybody wants to write me, email or a personal message on NYROC, I'd be happy to help you out. Gets a little interesting in here. We got a first ATV I've seen. Kind of figured I'd start seeing some people.